Tuesday. Okay. By Tuesday, I will upload all the video, whatever I will record. Okay. So coming to like our this project. So in this project, we are going to work on healthcare domain. Here, I will just give you a very high level overview of this healthcare one, like what exactly project or what functionality we are going to do. And then we will move on some additional thing, what you should know as a Mulesoft developer. So that thing we will cover first. So what all things will be there? That will be Git repository, Jira, Confluence, and we will discuss about Jenkins. Okay, so all those things we will discuss first, and then we will go for our like RAML part or API development lifecycle, and we will go in more detail of this project. Okay, so let's start with the high level of this project. So what functionality we are going to work here? So in this particular project, our functionality will be like whenever any like patient, when they go for hospital, okay, they can do claim in two way. Okay, one is pre-approval one. Okay, so what they do, for example, you are like you are having some medical like health issue, and you have insurance from some company, health insurance. Okay, so what will happen? You can do either you can do claim after completion of that treatment. Okay, you will take all the receipts and all, and you will go to insurance company and you can claim that you can claim there, and you will get reimbursement from there. So that will be one way. Another way, that is pre-approval. So what you will do there? So in hospital only, before going to admit, you will give your like you will take your date of treatment. Okay, and if that falls into the into your insurance, like whatever premium you have taken, if it falls under that, then you will like give your insurance detail to that hospital. If they will have tie up with that insurance company, so what they can do, they can take pre-approval from that insurance company. So in that case, what will happen? You don't need to. In that case, what you need to do? You don't need to take or pay any amount to that hospital. Okay, not any amount. So for example, your coverage is 90%. So 90% they will directly take from insurance company, and remaining 10% you need to pay. Okay, so we are going to work on this kind of functionality. Okay, so I will give you like more detail what all API we are going to cover, and how we will design those API. All those discussion we will do. Okay, before that, as I mentioned, before going to our project development, we will understand few more things what we should know as a Mulesoft developer. Okay, so what all things that is like we should know. So we have that list. So first thing, like we will discuss about Jira, we will discuss about Confluence, we will discuss about Jenkins we will cover later on. Okay, then other thing, okay, this agile methodology we will discuss how it works. Okay, all these things like it's not part of MuleSoft, but as a MuleSoft developer, you should have idea of all these things. Okay, so coming 2-3 class, we will be more focused on this, and then remaining like 4 week for 5 week, we will be focused on this part. From here, create RAML to this part. Okay, so let's discuss about this part first. Okay, so for this, I will start with Git repository, how this Git repository works, and what is Git repository, all those things we will discuss. Okay. So let me start with Notepad. So step by step. First, we will discuss Git. Can anyone tell me what is Git repository? Anyone has any idea? What is Git repository and where we use this?
For coding we can use for coding to store the
Sorry.
code.
Sorry.
Just to store the data and coding in Git.
Mm, I think you know the you know things, but your explanation is not good. Anyone else want to try?
Git is a platform where we store our project and we'll just develop it and we'll just push it to it where everyone can pull it and use that code.
Yes, yeah, this one looks good. Okay, anyone else want to try or should I proceed?
Manage the source code versions.
Yeah, this one is also good. Anyone else? Any other input? It's not related to Mulesoft. So if you have worked for any other project, you should use this Git and all. So if you have anything in your mind, what you learned from other project also, other technology also, here also Git plays same role. Okay, what it play in other technology. Okay, it's not related. As I mentioned, initial 2 or 3 session, what we will discuss, it's not related to Mulesoft. As a developer, you should have knowledge of all those things. Okay, it's not related to Mulesoft. Every technology use same tool and technology, like what we are going to discuss. Okay, so for example, like you are working in an organization. Okay. It's developer 1, or let's say developer A. Developer B, developer C, developer D. So we have 4 developers in a company or in an organization, all are working in same project. Okay, so right now I have given to develop API. So we have multiple API. Okay, API 1, this is new API and I assigned this API to this developer. Okay, he is working on this API and we have some existing API. Let's say we have one existing API, API 2. So he is also working on this and this developer also working on this. Okay. And let's say this 3 developer working on this. So can anyone tell me what should be approach? Like how you will develop this API? So okay, so let me tell you, maybe everyone is new here in IT industry, so you don't have idea. Like we have this particular API A, this developer is doing okay. So he can develop this API in his system. That's fine. But this API is developed by these 3 developers. Some part of this API is developed by this person. Some part will be developed by this person. Some part will be developed by this person. So if this person will develop in their local, then other person will not able to access what he is doing. Okay. But in an organization, you need to work as a team. What you are working, other person should be able to access. What he is working, this person should be able to access. Even this person should be able to access. So instead of developing all those things in their local, so what we will do, they will have some common repository, common place. OK, so what generally we do, this is the common space which will be accessible by all the developer. OK, this is a central repository where we will place our code. So now this developer, he is doing something on this API. So what he will do, he will clone this particular thing in his local. OK, so what he will do, so here we have code in central repository. If this developer want to do any change on this API, so what he will do, first he will clone this API in his local repository. Whatever change he want to do, he will do this change on this local repository, and then he will commit this code on central repository. Once he will commit his code on central repository, this same code will be available for this three developer also. No matter he is working on this part, he is working on this API, but still once he will commit his code from local repository to central repository, everything will be accessible by all these developers. OK, so Git is a central repository where we can place our code. OK, and if someone want to use that particular code, then what he will do, he will clone that code into local repository. This one is local repository. First he will clone here. He will do all the required change and then he will commit on Git. OK, so this is very short part. If you want to get a complete picture, OK, then you will get complete details from here. So this is my Git center repository. OK, so whenever I want to do any change in my code, so first I will pull this code from Git center repository to my local repository. Now same replica of this code is available in my local system. OK, then I will create one feature branch of that replica. Feature branch means before, like, we should not do any change on actual branch. OK, so what should we do? First create one feature branch. OK, this may be, they may ask in interview also, what is feature branch and why we create feature branch. So ideally, like whatever main branch is there, we should not do change on main branch directly. So what we should do, we should create feature branch of that main repository. Then we should clone that, then we should use that feature branch to do our development. Once you will complete the development, you will commit your code in feature branch, and then you will commit in your Git local branch. And at the end, you will push that code to Git center repository. OK, so generally what we do, first of all, this is central repository which will be accessible by all the developer. This is the central repository which will be accessible by all the developer. OK, then we should clone this central repository in my local repository, and then we should work on our feature branch. We should not work on main branch. We should work on feature branch. Once you will do all the change in feature branch, commit that code into Git, and then you can merge that feature branch into main branch. OK, so everywhere, whenever you are working on project, you should follow this pattern. OK, don't do directly change in your central repository. First create one local repository, and directly you will not able to, if you want to work from Anypoint Studio, you will not able to work directly on central repository. You must need to create local repository. Yeah, you can work on directly main branch, but that is not a good practice. So always try to create feature branch, do all the change there, and then once you will done your change in feature branch, commit that code on Git repository, and then you will create pull request. Okay, this is the pattern we follow whenever we work on any project, whenever we work on any coding. Okay, no matter it's a Mulesoft code or any other technology code. Okay. So everyone got idea like what I am talking about? Is there any doubt?
So can you explain once more?
Yes.
So whenever you start development, okay, whenever we start our development of API or any code, so what we do first, we need one center repository. Okay, what is the mean of center repository? Since there will be many developer in our team. Okay, there are many developer A, B, C, D. If developer A will do everything in his local system, then other developer will not able to, developer B will not able to access this code. Developer C will not able to access this code. Developer D will not able to access this code. Okay, so what we do in project, so we create one Git repository. Okay, so this Git is a center repository which will be accessible by everyone. All the developer will able to access this center repository, center space. Okay, in short, you can say this is the space in cloud. Okay, which can be accessed by any computer. Okay, so this is the center repository where we will maintain all the code and everything. Okay, now if anyone want to do any change, so what they will do, they will create replica of that code in their local system. This is their local system. Okay, first they will create a replica of their replica of this code here. They will do their all the changes, and then they will commit this replica on center repository. Once developer will commit that change in center repository, this particular piece of code is developed by this developer but will be accessible by everyone. After 2 months, for example, after 2 months, this developer left the company, but still this code is available on center repository. So other developer will able to access that code. If they want to do any change, again, they will create a replica in their system. They will clone that project into local repository. They will do required change and they will commit. Once they will commit that code, again, that code will be accessible for all the developer. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in short, you can say this is the shared space. Okay, this is the shared space which can be accessed by all the developer. So whenever we do development, so first we need to create repository, means space for that particular code in this shared space, and then clone that into my local system, do all the change, and then commit that code to center repository. Once you will commit that code into center repository, then that code will be accessible by all the others developer. Okay, so in same way in organization we do work. Okay, it's not like you start development of one API. You will be only responsible to do everything in that API. Maybe sometime you will work, sometime some other person will work. Okay, hope everyone clear with this. And this is brief diagram. So once you will do development and all, then we have this CI/CD Jenkins pipeline which will build your code and deploy your code. That we will discuss in detail later on. Okay, once we will start discussion of Jenkins pipeline. But yeah, this is a high level. Okay, so that's why we need to know one repository in detail. Okay, so that's why we are going to learn Git repository right now. Okay, so this is the why we need Git repository. This is the explanation of that part. Now we will understand how to create account in Git repository, how to access all this repository and everything. Okay. Okay, so Git repository, let me mark it. So what we are going to do, first we are going to understand how to create account in Git repository, in center repository. Then we will see like how to create repository there, how to add user there, then how we will connect this Git repository with Git desktop. So these two we are going to see. Then we will see this Anypoint Studio also. But as per my understanding, everyone know about this Anypoint Studio and Anypoint platform, but still I will show you. Okay. To create account on Git repository, so first what you need to do, go to github.com. So this is my existing account. I will not use right now. First, I will show you how to create account and everything. And then you will everyone will create account. And then I will go to my old account. Okay, just give me 1 minute. Okay, I deleted JDK. So this is the list of software we need. Okay, so one by one we will do installation of all the software. For this actually real-time project, as per my understanding, everyone has this two part. Okay, since in training I used to take this one also since they are completely beginner. But here, okay, but still I will take this two. Fine. Now coming to Git repository, we already started. So first, what we need to do, you need to go to github.com. Okay, we will not do parallelly. Okay, I will give you all this software and everything. Just follow me.
It's a free account, sir, GitHub.
Sorry,
It is a free account, trial version, or it is a full
trial
full
version is free. Yeah. In trial version, they provide almost all the facility, and that is free. Okay, so first we need to go on this github.com. Don't do right now, just follow me, just understand the process. Okay, then I will share this entire document. Okay, just after this class, maybe today or tomorrow, you will do same thing in your system. And if you will have any doubt, you will come up tomorrow and you will ask.
Okay.
So click on this sign up option. Enter your email ID. So you need to use your email ID. So I think I have already account. Let me create for someone. So can anyone tell me your email ID so I can create account? If someone don't have this Git account, just ping your email ID in our group in this chat. So I will create for you, and then yeah, other person need to follow same steps. I need only one email ID since I think all my email ID is already used. So I need to find out my email ID. Okay. So I'm using this mail ID. Continue. Password it's asking, so I'm giving a very simple password, ABCD capital 1234. Password need a number and lowercase letter. Okay, and then again ABCD small. Okay, still it's not taking. Let me put at the rate of ABCD 1234. Okay, so I will share this password to you. Okay, let me put this here. Whenever you will create account, you also need to store somewhere. Otherwise, later on, if you will forget, then it will create problem. Then username, I will suggest to use same name as the username. Continue. Username may be only okay. So remove this @gmail.com. Would you like to receive product update? No. Continue. So there will be one puzzle, spiral galaxy. Okay. Create account. I'm not saving this. Can you send me your verification code?
Yeah, 1 minute.
Okay, 4781 4781
7960.
7960. Okay, so here my account got created. So here you will get multiple options like how many team member will be working with you. So let's say 20 to 50 or 50 plus. Then you are a student or a teacher. Let's say I'm taking teacher and continue. So what all like feature I want to use? So I want to use CI/CD pipeline, collaborative coding, and project management. Continue. So here you can see we have free account where we can perform 200 CI/CD in a month. Okay. Then unlimited public private repository, 500 package storage. So this is the free account where you will get all this. And in this one is paid one. Okay. So this one like you need to pay some amount. So I'm going to use this free one only. Okay, so this account got created. So once you will create account, so first thing will be since you are going to work as a team. Okay, so you should have some project or organization. Now, how to create organization or project in this? Go to here and go to setting. Okay, here you can see drop down, go to settings. And then here you will get multiple options. So in this options, you will get organization. So click on this new organization. And then it's asking. So we have again multiple option per user per year is $44 to $31. So I'm going to use this free one. Now it will ask for organization name. What will be your organization name? Okay. So let's see. Let's say I'm taking ABC. For learning purpose, I'm using this one. Okay, what it's saying already taken. Okay, so now contact email. So let me give access to this email ID. My personal account or business or institute. So this is for my personal account only. Verify yourself. Viral. I accept. Click on next. Okay, so here you can see welcome to this organization got created. So here it's asking if you want to give access to anyone else, like in this organization, how many people you want to add. You need to give email address of everyone and click on complete setup. You can skip this step for now. Later on, you can add anytime. So what you are going to use, where exactly you are going to use this organization. So everything you need to select here. So I will not do everything for this account since this account is not owned by me. So I will do everything in my account and then I will give access to everyone. So whenever like we will do any, I will do any kind of code development or anything, you will able to access my Git and you will able to like take or you will able to pull all the code from that Git repository. Okay, so if I will do everything here, then maybe I will not able to give permission and all. Lots of problem will come. So this is the way you can create organization. Now, if you will go here, you will able to see your organization. Okay, you can see here healthcare demo 123 organization is there. But let me switch to my account now. So as a like phrase account, only this difference will be there. For phrase account only you will get this much of difference. Otherwise, phrase account and new account like existing account will have everything similar. Okay. So in my case, since I have already added organization, so I can see your organization directly. Instead of going in settings, I can see here only. Go here and create new organization. I want again free one. Organization name. Okay. Email address. If anyone has this Git account, so you can provide me your email address. Or for let it be. I will take later on. So come on Mule training this. Then this is my personal account. Verify. Okay. This part I will skip for now. So this repository I'm going to create for managing code, writing code, then planning project. How many team size? 25 plus. This is an education project. Then manage code, collaborate code, CI/CD. Do you have existing repository? No. And click on submit. So you can see here this particular organization got created for me, and you will able to see all the list of organization here. Once you will click on this, so here you will able to see all the organization what you have created. Since I have worked for multiple projects, I have created multiple organization. But let me go to this organization. Okay, so in this organization, click on this view organization and you will able to see all the options here. Overview, repository, project, package, team, people, settings, everything will be here. So one by one, we will see what we will do in each option. So let's start with people. Okay, so here you can see at this moment, only my user is there, only one user is there, and I have owner access. Now, if I want to give access of this particular organization, Then I need to provide their email ID. So here you can see invite member. Can anyone give me their Git email ID if you have already account? Okay, just now I created now. Let me use that one only. So what I will do, so I will give access to this account only. So we created Git account here. Invite. And then you can see here we have two options for that particular email ID. I can give two options, two kind of role to this particular user, either member or owner. Member means he will able to only read the code. Means whatever repository I will create, he will have only read access. And owner means he will have read and write both access. Okay, so for learning purpose, you will create your own organization and you will get all the read and write access. For this particular organization, I will not give anyone owner access. I will give everyone member access. Otherwise, if someone will do any mistake and he may revert my code. So I don't want someone will work on top of my code. So if you want to do anything, any learning, just create your organization in same way, what process I followed, and create your organization and do all the kind of hands-on experience. Like you can do all the hands-on things like creating repository and everything. But here I'm going to give everyone access as a member. So you will able to take my code. You will able to take all the documents what I'm going to export or put in this repository. Then click on send invitation. So this particular person now he got this invitation. Okay, once he will open his mail, he will able to see he received one invitation here. So soon I will ask this particular person Ajay to share his screen and we will see how to proceed. So Ajay, don't do anything for now. Let it be that mail in same way. Don't click on that email. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Fine. Now in team, once you will click on this team, no, team is not required, then repository. Okay. So here, whenever you are going to work on any project, so first thing will be there to create one repository for that project. So for each Mule application, we will create one repository here. So how to create repository? So here click on this and then it will ask you repository name. Okay. So here we need to provide some repository name. So generally what we do, whatever your Mule application name will be there. Okay. Same name we should use as a repository name. Okay. So in this particular project, we are going to work on multiple, we are going to create multiple Mule application, one for system API, one for process API, one for experience API. So we should give a similar name here, then it will be easy for everyone to understand. So let me take one. System API app version v1. So I'm going to create one system application, system Mule application, which will be having name claim. So that's why I have given project name as a claim SAPI app v1. Okay. Then what kind of repository you want to make it, public or private? If you will make it public, anyone outside of your organization will able to see that one. I don't want to make it public one, so I will make it private one. Okay. Then add a readme file, just add this one. You can add git ignore file also. So what will happen in case of git ignore file? So in git ignore file, what all file you will mention, that file will be ignored whenever you will commit your code. Okay. So this one Mulesoft template is not there. Let me use any. Okay, take git ignore for now. Let it be none. And then here you can see by default your branch will be main branch. Okay. If you want, you can rename this branch from main branch to master branch, or any other name you can give. For now, let it be main branch only, and click on create repository. So what we are doing here, if you will come to that diagram again. So what I did inside this central Git repository, inside this Git central like repository, we created one repository for my one Mule application. Okay, I'm going to create one Mule application. For that, I created one repository, and this is the repository claims API app v1. Okay, now whatever I will do development for this Mule application, I will do everything in this particular repository, and you will able to see everything here. For now, we haven't done anything, so it's coming as a blank, but later on it will have many details. How we created this system API? Same way, we can create repository for process API and experience API also. So click on new. Process API.
Sir, 1 minute. The repository name should be like that. The file name should be the repository name.
Repository name should be similar to your, means it's a good practice to put similar to your Mule application name. Okay, then it will be easy to identify. Okay, for this Mule application, we have this repository.
Okay.
Okay, so in this way, like you can see here, I created 3 Mule repository. Here you can give access to anyone. Okay, and then inside setting, you will have other option. If you want to delete your account, then delete this organization. Okay, so you can delete the organization, you can delete the repository. For example, you want to delete any particular repository, you can go here, then go to settings. And here you will get delete this repository. So if you did something wrong with this name and anything, if you want to delete, you can delete. So this is very like high level overview of like how this Git repository works and how to create account, how to add members, how to create repository. We will do lots of things on top of this Git account. Okay, but for now, like you need to do till this point, you need to create one Git account. Okay, then you need to, for learning purpose, you can also create one repository. Okay, and then you can also give access to someone else. So all those things you can do for learning purpose, for practice purpose. But later on, I will give access to everyone for this repository. So what you will able to do, you will able to see all this application repository from your side, means you will also able to see. Okay.
What size of Git ignore file, or when we need to use this file?
Okay, so git ignore file.
Yes, sir.
So generally what happened? So here by default you will get one readme file, and if you will define git ignore file, so what will happen? Whatever file you will define inside git ignore file, all those files will be ignored. Whenever you will commit your code, all those files will be ignored. For example, whenever we develop any Mule API, so there are many files that is not required. When you will deploy your code, those files are not required. So we should not do the like we should not commit those part in our Git server. Okay, so in that case, we need to define file pattern, file name, what all file we want to ignore. Is it clear?
Yeah.
If you want to take one sample git ignore file, let me show you. So here what they had defined, if any file with having this name will be ignored. Any file having this name will be ignored. Distribution packaging. Inside this folder, if there will be any file that will be ignored. So in this way, you can define here in git ignore, you can define like any file will having name like .env, .vnv, that also will be ignored. So generally, like in our Mule application, we have multiple files like src, Mule, test Mule. Okay. Not test Mule. There are many files that we don't need. So all those files we will define inside git ignore, and that will be ignored while we will commit our code. Is it clear?
Yeah, clear.
Sir, while inviting the any other users, right, sir?
Yes.
Should we give owner member only, sir, always?
No,
Because
no, no. In actual, you will give owner access.
okay,
Here
in real-time projects, we will give owner, right, sir?
Yes. Here
Okay,
I don't want to give owner access since everyone is new here. So if I will give owner access, definitely 1 or 2% will delete our code and will create some kind of conflict. Okay, so that's why I'm not going to give for now. But slowly, like you will create your own Git account, you will create your own organization and do POC there. Whatever I will do as a commit or pull or push. So you will follow me and you will do everything in your organization. For this organization, I will not give you access, but you can create your own organization.
Yeah, okay, thank you, sir.
Okay, now coming to like this account I created, I have given access to this particular member. Now, how this particular member will able to access my this particular project, means this particular repository or organization, that part we will see. Before going to that part, what I will do, I will download one software, Git Desktop. So this Git desktop software will give you graphical interface to manage your Git repository. If you don't download this software, then you need to use Git Bash. Okay. In Git Bash also you can do, but that will be a bit difficult for now since you need to do everything through commands. Okay. And at this moment, I don't want you to put in command. That may be a bit difficult for you. Okay. I need 5-minute break since actually some water fall in my room, so I need to clean that one. Just give me 5-minute break. Okay.
Okay.
So I will stop this recording also for 5 minutes, then I will start again.